Hey, what's up everyone, Vortex here and welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, it's been a hot minute since I made a video. I've been a little bit busy with other stuff and I didn't really have time to make any videos for Raid Shadow Legends. However, this time I decided to make a video because it's very important. I want to share with you guys some stuff and it's a pretty cool thing that I managed to achieve and I will share with you guys. So, for those of you who followed my channel for quite a while, you might know that I don't have Gnut on my account, and it's been a pain in the ass for me not having him. Mostly because the only reason why I need Gnut in my account is so I can clear stage 10 of the Fire Knight, which you can see is already cleared, and I will come back to this. But this is the only reason why I needed Gnut, right? I needed him so he can help me clearing the Fire Knight stage 10 and on hard difficulty, obviously. And the reason why you need Gnut mostly more than any other champions is because of his A1, 100% chance to place the freeze. This will take down the turn meter of the Fire Knight, and also he has the Blessed Bash skill where he does a ton of damage to the Fire Knight. So yeah, you really need Gnut for to clear the Fire Knight, right? If we look to all these the best teams out there, most of them they have Gnut. Some of them they have like 3 Gnuts here, 1 here. Theox, it's another great example. There's a bunch of other champions that you can use obviously for or teams if you want with counter attacks from Alas. Quintus, it's a great one. So there are other strategies out there. So what happens if you don't have any of these champions, right? Like Gnut or Alas or any of these big boys, mythicals and stuff like that. How can you actually beat stage 10, right? This is my team, okay? We have Grandok Podrick. He's not for free, so you have to pull him. Mikage, she's kind of a free champion, even though you need to fuse her, and you need the champions to fuse her, but she is for free, technically. Yakar, he's a free champion as well. You get it from the clan shop. And then Criodan and Elder, you can pull them, so you probably already have them in your account. So we have 4 champions that are really somehow easy to get, and one that you kind of need a luck. Now, there's a lot of other champions out there with ally attacks. You gotta be lucky a little bit. I think Grandok Podrick is probably one of the best in terms of ally attacks, and I will explain why, because of his skills, obviously. Okay, let's first go to the champions. Let's take a look at their stats and sets and everything, and then I'll show you guys how to set up the team for the Fire Knight, and then we're gonna go into a fight. I don't know if I'm gonna win that fight because the success rate is very low. Okay, you really rely on luck for this, and that's it. There's no other strategies. You rely on luck, and it's mostly if your champions can proc the freeze, and if your champions can get an extra turn because of the relentless set. And I'm gonna talk about this in a moment as well. So let's start with Mikage. My Mikage, she is in relentless set. It's always been like this. I never change it. I think it's probably one of the best sets for her. I know a lot of people, they use other different sets and other strategies. For me, relentless is the best for Mikage because she can get more turns, and especially for Fire Knight. This is absolutely essential, the relentless set, because she can actually get more turns and get back to that ally attack faster, so you can get more attacks and proc the freeze and keep the turn meter of the Fire Knight down, right? So I think relentless set for her. In terms of stats, it's not mandatory. 250 speed, accuracy, and everything else, it doesn't really matter. What the speed is not the best. The more speed you have for the Fire Knight 10, the better. But it works for me, so I'm not gonna change it. There's no reason for me to go and rework her set. I could probably do it if I couldn't actually get the Fire Knight to kill the Fire Knight, but because I did it already, I don't see any reason for me to go out there and change all the sets so I can get more speed. Now, the next champion, it's Grandog Podrick. Again, in this situation, my Grandog Podrick, he is in protection set. Now, this is his set, the one that I use for other content. His speed is 275. Now, what I want to do right now with you guys, obviously, I'm going to change his set to relentless set. So I have some good, decent relentless set with I think impulse, yeah, on my Negmotar, and the speed is quite high, 284. So I'm gonna change this set. I'm gonna put this set from the Negmotar on Grandok Podrick and see if it's gonna help a little bit more with the Fire Knight. And again, I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And let's actually do it right now with you guys. Again, with that set that I have with the protection set, I still managed to beat the Fire Knight. I just want to try to put him in Relentless set and see if I can get more turns and maybe, get the Fire Knight down consistently. Because, like I said, the rate so far, I think is like a 10%, maybe 5% actually, the rate of success to actually take down the Fire Knight. But that's why I want to do it, and I will do it with you guys. We're gonna go into a battle. I do have a battle save, the one that I did already, and I cleared the Fire Knight. So I'm gonna show you guys that fight in a moment. But we're gonna do it live here, one fight, and see if it works or not. So let's actually save this set for a second, and then save as a global preset. And let's put Negmotar. Negmotar. I think that's how you spell it, but it's okay. Yeah, it's a Thiar. Okay, that's fine. And let's go to Grandok Podrick, and let's change his set. Or we actually need to save this his set as well, because I don't want to lose it. So this is Grand Oak. Okay, whatever. Grand Oak. All right. I think I spelled it wrong, but that's fine. So we're gonna try Negmotar set. 287 speed. That's not bad. Let's say, should I use this one? Yeah, it's okay. Bye. Let's equip. All right. So we're gonna try this set, like I said, and see how it works. Now let's go back to the other champions that we have in the team. So another champion, it's where are you? I can't see your face. Yakarl. Now Yakarl, I have him in perception set or everywhere. His speed is not the best. But I really don't care. I mean, I care about the speed, but it's not mandatory. I want as much accuracy as I can, 535 accuracy. A little bit more speed would be great, but I don't have that good gear around. And again, it works like this, so I'm not gonna mess up with him. That's pretty much it. It's booked, but it's not fully booked. So another book here, which I forgot actually. I didn't realize I never put the last book in his set. I mean, I have books everywhere except this one, and that's a problem. But it's okay. I'm gonna the next legendary book I pull, I'm gonna use it for him if necessary. Otherwise, like I said, I don't even care about. I just want to finish Fire Knight 20 times on a hard 10, so I can advance in my missions for Marius. After that, I'm not gonna farm Fire Knight 10 for anything else. So if it still works like this, I don't think I'm gonna waste a legendary book on this skill. But who knows? We'll see. And then we're gonna go. Then the other champion, it's Creodan. Creodan the Blue. Booked everywhere, +4. He's not fully awakened, but that's okay. Total stats, 215 speed, which is decent, 573 accuracy. And he is also in perception and a little bit of speed, because I wanted him a little bit more speed so he can go through his A1 as much as possible. And the last champion, it's Neldor Rhineblade. Again, here ideally I would go for a perception build, as much speed as I can. 210 speed, it's decent. 477 accuracy, it's okay-ish. It could be higher a little bit, but either I can go for perception. I don't have that much that good gear in perception to pull big numbers for speed and accuracy and everything. The damage is not great for any of these champions. Okay, guys, you can see I don't have full crit rate here. Not a lot of crit damage. So it's not about the damage that we can pull. It's about keeping that third meter down and slowly chip on the Fire Knight and do as much damage as we can. So this is pretty much the whole team. Again, the only reason why I need is so I can clear 20 times the Fire Knight on stage 10, so I can move on with my missions for Marius. The only other mission that was holding me back was actually Amuse, defeating Amuse on hard difficulty, which I've done this week. It was actually a pretty fun fight. Took me a while, but I managed to kill him. The team was, this is the team that I was using. So it's Duchess, the cat, which is amazing. Obviously, Ratalos is doing a lot of damage. Quintus, which is another champion that I pulled from the live arena, which I'm going to make a showcase about him, hopefully at some point, because I love this guy. He's actually, uh, I think he's a little bit underrated. People give him a lot of trash, but I think Quintus is actually really good. And obviously, Grand Oak Podrick for the cleanse and everything. This was actually the only other mission that was holding me back in these missions, except for the hard 10, right? In Fire Knight. Everything else I know it's annoying. There's a lot of RNG and luck involved in earning 40 mortal soul stones, soul essence, spend the 10,000 more mortal souls, all that stuff. It's, it takes time, but they're all doable, okay? All of these, they are very easy to achieve and do. There's absolutely no problems here. The only ones that was holding me back is Amuse, and obviously, like I said, the Fire Knight 10, which, because I didn't have Gnut, I was blocked here for months. So it took me all months and months and a lot of energy to actually put together this team and make it good enough for the Fire Knight stage 10. So let's go here for a second, and I will show you guys how to set up the team. Now, first of all, let me talk about this. The position, I don't think it actually matters. Okay, there are some teams out there that you really need to put certain champions in certain positions when it comes to the ally attack, because you want them to attack at some point before another champion or some stuff like that. For this team, it doesn't really matter, because the shield is 21 hits it needs, and with the two ally attackers, you get exactly those 21 attacks, maybe 22 attacks. I'm not sure how it works there, because sometimes I can get it with 21. I can get 22 attacks from this from the ally attacks, and sometimes I get 21. I don't know why. I can't really tell you why. Or sometimes even 20 attacks instead of 21. And that's when I fail. Whenever I'm not getting that shield down before I finish with all my attacks and all my ally attacks, that's when the team fails. If I can get the shield down, then I can actually have a chance to win the fight. And again, I'm not sure what's proccing it, because nowhere in this kit says that they can proc an extra attack. So I don't know why sometimes they attack or sometimes they don't. Maybe it's the War Master or something like that. Probably that's where it procs that extra attack. I can't tell for sure, but it is what it is. So I have to roll with it, and hope for the best. So let's go for the team setup now. Grand Oak Podrick, let's start with him. Round 1, all of them in round 1, they can do whatever they want. It doesn't matter what they do. So we don't block any skills or anything like that. Now, on round 2, we block all his skills, and we only leave the A1, okay? Because we want to open with this stuff. So we open with his A1, and then we go for his A2. The reason why this is the reason why I say Grand Oak Podrick, it's one of the best ally attackers, is because he has this increased speed on his A3, which means you don't need another champion that can place some increased speed on your team. The cleanse doesn't matter, but the increased speed, it's important. Other ally attackers, they're not gonna work, because maybe they don't have the increased speed, so you need another champion that can bring you increased speed on your team, so you can go a little bit faster. But that's why I'm saying Grand Oak Podrick, it's absolutely amazing for this, and if you have him, good luck. Yeah, you're gonna win. Probably there's some other ally attackers. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but I'm pretty sure some of them have good ally attacks, with increased speed and other skills, stuff like that. For me, I have Grand Oak Podrick. I'm happy with him, so I'm not gonna change him. So yeah, we block his A2 and A3 on the round 2, and we open with his A2, then with his A3, and he can cycle back to all of this again. Hopefully, with the Relentless set, he will come back to his A2 as fast as often as possible, so we can get more ally attacks from his kit. Now, Karl, again, round 1, it doesn't matter, he can do whatever he wants. On round 2, we block his A2. We do want his A2 with a decreased speed to use it on the last round, So ideally, you want to save his A2 because, in the waves, it doesn't really matter. But we want to open with his A2 for the Fire Knight so he can place the decrease speed. And plus, he has the freeze, which is why I think Yakal is one of the best champions for Fire Knight because not only he has the decrease speed, but has 100% chance of freeze on his A2, which means he can actually take that turn meter down for a little bit. It's not going to be a huge chunk, but it's still good. So, and then Glaciate, it's an important one. Ideally, you would want to save this his A3 as well during the waves. But there is a problem with the waves. The waves are quite strong, so you need to keep everyone frozen. Otherwise, your team is going to die. And you want to have his A2, his A3 for the waves as well. So, but again, if you have good damage on your team, ideally you would block his A3 on the waves as well, and have it available for the Fire Knight because his A3 it's also another 100% chance to proc the freeze and keep the turn meter down. So it's a good skill. You want all his skills are about freeze, and you want all of them for the Fire Knight. Now Cryodan, round 1 doesn't matter. On round 2 we block his A2 again. This is his highest chance of freeze, and it's 2 times, which is why we don't want to waste this one during the waves, and we want to open with it for the Fire Knight. Okay, as you can see, I blocked his A3 on during the Fire Knight fight because for the increased speed, because we don't need the increased speed from him. Okay, and we can, because we have it from the Grand Oak Podrick, so we can actually use only his A1, which is the one that has the freeze, and his A2. Okay, and he's not gonna waste a turn increasing the speed because we don't need that. So that's why I'm saying Grand Oak Podrick again. I'm gonna repeat this, but Grand Oak Podrick is an amazing champion for the air attack because it allows us for the Cryodan to use only his freeze skill and not waste a turn for this his A3. Okay, so again, we block his A2 during the wave. He can do whatever he wants with the blessing with the A3 and A1, and we open with his A1, with his A2, and we block the A3. Lady Mikage, round 1. The only thing that you need to block here is Metamorph for sure in round 1 because you don't want her to change form to another form because then it becomes a problem. So you block her Metamorph on all the rounds. On round 2, we block only the ally attack. We don't care about everything else. She can do whatever she wants. On round 3, well, for the Fire Knight, we open with the ally attack. We block the Metamorph and her A2. And we don't care about her A2. I mean, yes, it's important, the A2. Maybe it's a good idea. Let's actually try it. Let's leave it like that. We're not going to block it now. And we're going to see how it works. So, yeah, but for sure, during the wave, block her ally attack on round 2. So we can have it available for the Fire Knight. And then Neldor on round 1, it doesn't matter. Now on round 2, we keep his A3 blocked. The reason why I want his A3 blocked is because ideally you would want him to use only his A1. Even his A2 should be blocked as well. Yeah, I think his A2 can be blocked as well during the wave. You want him to keep everyone frozen as much as possible. And maybe we can... I mean, this one is the good decrease speed, so I mean, yeah, we can keep his A3 open in during the waves on round 2. Maybe put some decrease speed on the enemies so they can't take a turn. But during the Fire Knight, you don't want any of his skills. So A2 and A3, they have to be stopped. There's no freezing here. We don't need the decrease speed because we have it from Yakal. So all we want from him is his A1. So that's pretty much the whole thing. I know I made some changes while I was talking here, but that's okay. That's how it works. So let's go for a super raid. Hopefully we win this one. We don't waste our energy, but I'm gonna give it a try anyway. And let's start. Now I'm probably gonna skip the whole wave battles because they're annoying. It takes time. It takes like 3-4 minutes for them to clear the waves. Again, there's not a lot of damage here, and we're gonna maybe skip and go to the part where we fight the Fire Knight, and hopefully I can win this one and show it to you guys live. Otherwise, I'm gonna show you the recording of the previous fight that I had, where I was actually clearing the Fire Knight stage 10 hard. So let's skip to the Fire Knight fight and see what we can do there. All right, so we are here at the Fire Knight. Let's actually slow down things and let's watch what they're doing. So we start with the Grand Oak Podrick. He's the fastest one. Everyone will take their turn. Let's see. Now this is a problem. You see, the turns of the shield went down to 11 instead of 10. Usually it goes out to down to 10. And this is the part where I think we're gonna lose. Because we should take, with the first ally attack, we should take the shield down to 10. Technically, if you want this to work. And let's see, the second ally attack, I think is gonna take it down to 1. Yes, and this is when usually I fail the fight, because that's another hit from Creodan, who is gonna be my next one. This could have been a full turn meter decrease, okay, that attack. It was his A2, and because he wasted it on the shield, he can't do it. So this is gonna be a fail fight, so probably we're gonna have to redo the fight again. But let's see. Maybe we get saved. Okay. So it was a Yakar and Neldor. They did took the turn meter down a little bit, but it's not that much. And again, that's what I'm saying, guys. It's all about luck. If you can proc the freeze, as you can see, we failed the fight, okay? Let's do it again. Let's see if we can get that shield down to the proper way and hopefully show you guys a little bit the fight, how it's supposed to be. I'm gonna come back to you guys when we get to the Fire Knight. All right, let's take a look. Let's see if we can get that shield down to 10 on the first ally attack. No, it still didn't work. Maybe we can do it now. No. Okay, so I think this is gonna be another fail again. I hope not, but I have my doubts. Let's see. Come on, Creodan. Come on, Elder. Okay, Grand Oak Podrick is taking some turns. Oh, okay. Okay, we have the... Ooh, all right. Maybe we can do it. Maybe we can do it. That's why you want Relentless set on both your ally attackers. You can see now we're taking a lot of turns, and we can actually keep the turn meter. The only point is to get the turn meter down. Let me see. Up from here, okay? If it stays like halfway through here, you will always have it down. It's really hard for the Fire Knight, especially with the decreased speed as well. It's really hard for him to get his turn meter back. Whenever at first in the beginning of the fight, it's gonna be here and it's gonna be hard. You can see again, absolutely relentless set on both your ally attackers. It's mandatory. You can see how many turns they take. And we get to those ally attacks as fast as possible, so we can actually take advantage of everything. Yeah, I think we can do it. We can actually do this fight. Man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to do it. Look, ally attacks again. Okay, another turn for Mikage. Look at Grand Oak Podrick. He took another turn now with the ally attack. Absolutely amazing, guys. Relentless set. Use that on your ally attackers, and you can actually do this fight. Yeah, and yeah, we didn't get the turn that shield down. I don't know. It's all about luck. Okay, like I said, if you can proc that freeze. Oh, we're getting close. Oh, this is not good. We don't like this. We don't want the turn meter to be here. Luckily, we still have some ally attacks here, and yeah, it's okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm so excited, guys, because I can finally work on my Mario's team, on my Mario's, right? I can finally do the missions and get my Mario's. And at this point, I don't even care about Gnut. Obviously, I want Gnut. Okay, I'm not saying I don't want him anymore. I want him, but it's not that mandatory for me anymore to get him. So I can actually save my shell, because every time I see Gnut on in like a 15 events or something like that, I always want to open my shards to get him because of this reason, because I needed him for the Fire Knight 10. But now I don't need him anymore. Now my team can actually clear Fire Knight stage 10 on hard. I don't need him anymore, and I prefer Marius. I actually want Marius. Marius, I think, if I have to compare Gnut and Marius, Gnut is the best champion for PvE content. Marius is the best champion for everything. Okay, PvE, PvP, bosses, whatever you want him, he's gonna be amazing everywhere. And this team allows me to get Marius. Again, I know all the other missions are annoying, they're hard to make, get the mythicals from all that, accessories and all that stuff, and the souls and everything. It's a lot of RNG involved and luck, and they're annoying. But for me, this was the point where I was blocked for months. For months. Okay. And now I can actually do it. And Amuse would have been my next step where I would have been blocked. But like I said, I already cleared Amuse, I already killed him. So I'm not blocked by that one anymore. So everything else in the missions for Marius, they are doable. They're annoying, but easy to do anyway. And I'm so happy. I'm so excited I can finally get my hands on Marius anytime soon. I don't know when exactly, how long it will take me. Probably weeks, another month or two. I don't know. But at least I can do it now. Come on, guys. You can do it. I know you can do it. We're gonna do another fight actually. I wanna see if it was just luck with this fight or it was actually good and we can actually do it, right? So yeah, let's wait for the fight. I mean, it's done here. Amazing. I love it. I love it. Guys, this is the team, okay? Now, you can make some changes. Actually, let's talk about this for a second. What other changes you can make, right, in this team? Let's see. So, for example, there are some champions with ally attacks. Let's talk about ally attackers. I think Cardiel, you need ally attackers that can involve the whole team. Okay, this is the most important part. I think he has teams up with all allies. Yeah, so any champion that can team up with all the allies, they're important. Okay, I mean this guy is good. I'm not saying he's not good. However, you don't see any increased speed, and as I said, increased speed it's important. So, for example, someone like Farrakin the Fat Man, right? Amazing champion. He's gonna work. However, he doesn't team up with your team. And as you saw, every single attack that you can get through the ally attacks, it's important. Okay, he doesn't team up, only the allies attack. So he can work up until stage 6, probably. After that, he will fall down really quick because you really need a better ally attacker. So, which is why Mikage it's amazing, Grandog Podri it's amazing, Cardiel it's decent, it's good, but again he doesn't have any increased speed, so you're gonna need to have another champion to put the increased speed on your team. Another one, I think, this is one that everyone is using, is a Longbeard. I think, yeah, this is another one. Again, he doesn't have any speed on his kit. He does a little bit more damage, but he's another good ally attacker for Fire Knight because it says with other 4 allies, which is your team. It's a 5 people, so it's him and another 4. So that's the whole team basically. It's a little bit weird how they put this the writing here, but that's fine. And I think like there's other champions, for example. Let me see if she's here. Lanakis, for example, right? She's not good because she teams up with 3 random allies, so you're always gonna leave someone behind. So she's not good for the Fire Knight. Farakin the Fat Man, he's not good. I mean, there's other champions with ally attacks here in this kit, but I can't. I think Lonatril, he has. Let's see. Ah, yeah, this one. So he teams up with all allies. He is another great example for the ally attacker, but again, no increased speed, which is why I keep saying Grandog Podrick is probably the best one you can use because you have another skill with increased speed, and this way you can eliminate that need for another champion to put the increased speed on your team. Now, in terms of freezing champions, there's not that many options out there. Like I said, Gnut is the best option. If you have him, you don't need to watch this video. There's no reason for you to learn anything about this team because Gnut has a 100% chance to place the freeze on his A1. That's 3 times, so which means 3 chunks of turn meter from the Fire Knight. He can take it down easily. Plus, he has the skill that does a lot of damage. So Gnut is the best option. But in terms of other freezing champions, I've tried everything, guys, okay? So if we go to my champions with the freeze, and I think I have most of them who can do this job, and none of them are actually good, okay? Panda Bauhorn, I've tried him a little bit, but he has better chance, but he only has a double attack on his A1. And then he doesn't have anything else with the freeze, which why I'm saying he can be a good option if you don't have like a Neldor or a Criodan, and you have this guy, you can use him. But if you have Criodan, Neldor, and Yakar, they are the best in slot. Ninja, he's not gonna be good. Yes, it's 100% chance to place the freeze, but it's only one time, and then he doesn't have freeze on his other attacks. Ideally, Shirimani, she could be another option, but it's only 25% chance. It's 3 times attack on her A1. She has a 100% chance on her A3, which is decent, it's good. However, there's only 25% chance on her A1, and there is no other books to invest in her to get that chance higher compared to like Riodan, for example. He has a 25% chance as well, but then there's another 10% chance through books. And his A2, it's a 65% chance, okay, when booked. So that's why he's the best. And Neldor, he has a 40% chance on his A1, okay? So, and it's a 3 turn. So, and Yakal, obviously, we already spoke about him. 100% chance on his A3, 100% chance on his A2, and 50% chance when booked on his A1. Even though it's a double attack, but it's 50% chance, right? So these three are the best freezing options if you don't have Gnut. Now, once again, let's go for another fight. I just want to make sure that this actually works. I'm gonna see you guys back to the Fire Knight in a second. All right, so let's try again. Let's see if my team can win this fight again. I hope they do. Look at this now. You can see now it's down to 10. Again, I'm not sure what's proccing that last attack. We're gonna go to the masteries. Actually, I was thinking about this while I was waiting through the waves. We're gonna go back to the masteries of these champions and show you guys some of the masteries. Maybe there's something in their masteries that can proc that extra attack. Maybe War Master or something. Well, I think we can win this fight as well. You can see the turn meter is down completely. We don't need to worry about anything. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a win. I hope so, unless something bad happens. And but we have the decreased speed on the Fire Knight. Turn meter is completely down. We have increased speed on our team. Again, I think the why the shield goes down to 10 sometimes, and sometimes it goes down to 11. I think there has to be like a War Master or something in one of their kits that can proc that one. But if my question is, if it is War Master, because most of them they have War Master or whatever it is, if it's not a Giant Slayer or War Master, if that's the attack that procs, it means something. It should be from everyone, so the shield should go down even further. Unless we have Phantom Touch. I think Phantom Touch is one of those skills that can acts like an actual attack. But we're gonna go and look at their blessing. I'm not sure exactly what blessing I have on them. I actually forgot. But we're gonna check their blessings and see if any of them has Phantom Touch or what exactly is going on. We're gonna check their masteries as well, just in case you guys wonder what kind of masteries do you need for these champions. It's a lot easier to do stage 10 than all the other stages, and I'm gonna explain why. Up until stage 6, which is Void Affinity, stage 6, this team can work easily. There's no problems there. Stage 7, 8, and 9 are the hardest ones. Those took a lot of time from me to clear because of the affinity, okay? Yeah, amazing. Well done, my team. So yeah, stage 7, 8, and 9 are the hardest one. You can see 11 minutes on the stage 9. That's a lot of time. Stage 8 is 7 minutes. Stage 7 was a little bit easier. You can see stage 6, it's 1 minute and 50 seconds. Okay, so this one, it's up until this stage, it's a lot easier. Stage 7 was okay, but 8 and 9 are the hardest one, okay, because of the Force Affinity and Spirit Affinity. And your champions are a mix of all the affinities, right? So it's hard for them to proc the freeze. You get weak hits and stuff like that. So, but stage 10 is actually a lot easier than all the other ones because of the Void Affinity, right? Now let me go here to the team for a second. So Mikage, she has let me put my camera here. She has the War Master, but I don't think that's what triggers that extra attack. I have no blessings on her, so that's not an issue. Let me see. Yakarl is the same. Oh, I don't even have masteries for Yakarl. Okay, well done on showcasing a champion. So probably I should start working on but I don't care. That's the thing, right? You can see he doesn't have any masteries. He still gets the job done, okay? And like I said, all I care is to clear this 20 times on the of the Fire Knight stage, and then I'm done with him. I don't care about Yakal. He's not a champion that I need on my account. All I needed him is for the Fire Knight. If he can do it without the masteries, then that's absolutely fine. I didn't even know that I didn't have the masteries for him, but that's okay. All right, so Grandok Podrick, um, he has no blessings, and in terms of masteries, he has I mean, timely intervention. Like none of this is helping him to get any extra hits, so he's not the one. Let's see, is it Creodon the blue? Oh, it's Creodon the blue. Okay, so this is important actually. This is actually really important. Having this Phantom Touch on Creodon the blue, it's a must. Because I think this is the one that procs. Because, I mean, it's a chance. Okay, it's a 15% chance or 30 now with a 3-star to inflict bonus damage. And this acts like an extra hit. And this is the one that procs that extra hit. Okay, I got it. So if you can have, if you have souls for Creodon and Neldor, I think Neldor is the other one. I have cruelty. Maybe this is where I need to change to Phantom Touch, actually. And this way we get another extra attack. So this is actually really important. I'm glad that I found out about this. Okay. Well, anyway, let's go for masteries for Creodon. Show you guys his masteries. This is all he got. Again, War Master for him. And for Neldor is gonna be pretty much the same. I think I have Giant Slayer on him. Why do I have Giant Slayer on this guy and War Master on Creodon? Not sure. I mean, it's pretty much the same. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. So this is important. Phantom Touch on both of them, if you can do, and including what's his name, Yakar. You kind of need Phantom Touch on him. Again, I don't have any soul for him, so it doesn't matter. But if you can get a soul for Yakar, you should probably go for the Phantom Touch because it acts like an extra hit, and you can take down the shield faster. Anyway, guys, that was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.